Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to add columns to existing data frame using dictionary key value pairs. So first I'm reading my existing data set. So I have one CSV file in my catalog. So I'm reading this particular CSV file. And if you see the columns, so these are all my existing columns in this data frame. So on top of this data frame, I'm trying to add few more columns using dictionary. So for our first scenario is add columns from your dictionary of literal values. So if your dictionary has column names and constant values, so that means dictionary means it have key and value pair. So in this key is column names, value is constant value. So here we can do by using two methods. So first method is iterating the dictionary using call comma value in call underscore dict dot items method. So here we are using items method on top of dictionary. So items method, what it does is it will iterate key value pair of each dictionary, key value pair of a dictionary. It will iterate and these values it will pass here. So that means suppose my dictionary has two key value pairs. So first it will iterate first key value pair, then that values it will pass to this function. So here what is the function? So df dot with column. So that means in existing data frame, I'm trying to add new column. So this call, it will pass from here. So that means whatever our first key value is there, that it will pass here. Then f dot late value. So that means first value in dictionary, key value in that first value, it will pass here. So that means first column, it will create here. And in second iteration, from second key value pair, that key value pair, it will pass here. So that two new columns will get added here. And this is one method. And our regular common method is by using withColumn method. So withColumn and directly mentioning column name and using lit function. So directly mentioning the constant value. So here I want to add total 4 columns. So I'm using total 4 withColumn function here. So each with column, I'm mentioning column names and I'm using lit value. So these two columns, I want to add nulls. So that means that entire column, I want to add nulls. And this particular column, I want to add entire rows as advertisement as the constant value. So here product category. So this video, I'm targeting on this method. So this method is the regular method. So this video mainly focuses on this method. That means by using dictionary and by using items method. So here first what I'm doing is here I'm creating one function here. So my function name is add underscore call. And in these two parameters I given here. One is a data frame and one more is a dictionary name. And inside function, so I am writing here same piece of code. Whatever I mentioned here, same piece of code I am writing here. And it will return this particular df. So this df, it will return. So next, we'll directly jump onto our example. So this is my dictionary. So dict underscore add dot columns. So here I'm within this dictionary, I'm defining as key value pair. So this is my new column name, that is productivity, and constant value is advertisement. So for this particular column, I want to add entire constant value as advertisement. And second column name is sales. And for this, I want to add all nulls. and the third column name is sales underscore name. So for that, all values should have null. And my fourth column is granularity. So for that, I want to add as product underscore category. And this is my fifth column. This is my sixth column. So this is my dictionary key value pairs. And I'm calling this function here, add underscore call, add underscore call. And inside that, I'm passing this data frame. So df underscore ts. So we already read this data frame, that is this one, df underscore ts. So that means for this particular data frame, I want to add few more columns using dictionary. So this is my data frame and this is the dictionary I'm passing here. So this dictionary, I have key value pairs of column and constant values. So once I pass this, so I'm trying to display this one. So now what will happen is, so since we are passing this dictionary, so what will happen under this function? So here df means this df underscore ts, it will pass here. Next, this dictionary, that means these values. So here we have for loop, and for loop, here it is given items method. Okay, this is the dictionary name, that is this one, and this dictionary dot items. So items method, what it does is, so it will first pick this one, key value pair items. So since I mentioned for loop, column name, comma, column value. So here column name means this one, key. Key is the column name. Next column value, that is this one, advertisement. So similar way it will go so on. So first what it does is, first it will pick this key value pair, then it will pass to this function. So here call name, what is the call name? Productivity. So here it will come productivity. Next, this value means call value, it will pass here. So what is the call value? This is advertisement. So now what will happen? One new column will get added as column name as productivity, and those column values are constant advertisement. That means throughout the column, all the rows will have this advertisement. If you see here, this is our new column, productivity. And if you see, all are constant values, advertisement. So now one column got created. Next, what will happen? Since for loop now, next it will come to this area. So here what will happen? This is my new column. So that will pass here. And this is my value. So that it will pass here. So that means lit null. And if you see column name, sales. So if you observe here, this data frame, see here our second column is sales and values are nulls. So next what will happen? Next it will iterate our third key value pair. So that is this one, sales underscore name, that is null. So now what will happen? See here, sales underscore name and null. Next what will happen? It will go to next key value pair. After sales null, we have granularity product category. So if you see here, next column name is granularity and product category is this whole constant values. Next, it will go for this key value pair, and here column name is country, so here country and value is India. Okay. So next it will go to this one, status active. So here column name is status and these throughout values are active. So like this, it will iterate one by one. This whole dictionary, it will iterate. So now for loop is completed and it will return this df. So that means totally these many columns got added here. See here, up to here, this is our original data frame. So from here onwards, it added new columns. Okay, so this is one scenario. So next one is how to add columns from a dictionary of expressions. So if your dictionary maps new column names to transformations. So here I have one new data frame here. So I'm trying to create. So earlier data frame, I read my existing CSV. So here by using create data frame, I'm creating new data frame. So this, it has three columns, ID, name, and sales. So on top of that, what I'm doing is I have one dictionary here. This dictionary, I have two key value pairs. So that means I want to add two columns, two new columns. So one is country, second one is status. So here what I'm doing, so here same expression I'm using for loop for call comma value in call underscore this dictionary dot items method. So items method means it will pick key value pair. So first call, that means country, it will pass here, and next if lit value India, it will pass here. So if you see here, our initial we have three columns: ID, name, sales, and third one is this one country, and this throat India, this constant value it is passing here. Next iteration it will come here, this key value pair, and this is the column name status, and this is the constant value it passing here throughout. Okay, so next you can observe the difference here. Initial data frame, we have three columns. Now these two columns got added here. So next what I'm doing, so this is our basic example. So just adding the columns. So here what is our scenario? Dictionary of expressions. That means column names to transformations. So we are applying some transformations here. So I'm defining one dictionary here. So within this dictionary, I have some key value pairs. So now I want to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new columns here. So name underscore upper. So here I'm giving some expression. So f dot upper. So whatever name column I have. So if you see this name column, so currently first letter is uppercase, remaining are lowercase. So this one, what I want to do, I want to make all the values as uppercase. So for that, I given upper of this column name. Next, my second column name is sales underscore squared. So here what I'm doing, call ID and power of 2. So this is my ID column. So each and every value, it will do power. So 1 power, 2 power, 3 power like that. Okay, so next my third column is ID underscore plus underscore 10. So that means for this existing ID column, I'm adding 10. For existing values, I'm adding this value, 10 value. And my next column is f lit 50. That means one constant value I'm adding here. And the last column is, so how I'm generating is length of call name. So this is the call name column. And what it does is, since I mentioned length, it will count the length of this each value. So if you see this one, this has four characters, and in this 2, 4, 5 is there, here 6 is there, here 2, 4, 5, here 2, 4, 5. So now we'll see the result. So how we are using this expression, that means this dictionary. So here what I'm doing, here I'm creating one new variable, and I'm passing my this latest data frame. So that means this is my initial data frame. So why I define here variable is I don't want to take this final data frame. Okay, so I want to take this initial data frame. So I defined one variable here. For that, I defined my initial data frame, and this data frame, this variable I'm using within this function. So this is similar, working also similar for loop. this particular dictionary by using items method, it will pick each and every key value pair. So first it will pick this one, name underscore upper. And if you observe here, first initial data frame, we have 3 columns. Whatever it's generating from here onwards, these are all the new columns. And if you see here, for loop column comma expression in this dictionary, by using items method, since we mentioned call comma exp, here it will pick first key value pair. So in this is the column name underscore upper. See here, this is the column name underscore upper, and I given upper function. So that means all these values I want to make it uppercase. See here, all are we are getting uppercase. And next iteration, it will come to this key value pair. So column name is sales underscore squared. See here, this is sales underscore squared. Here what you're doing, column ID column doing power. And if you see here, ID column 1 power 1, 1, 2 square, 4, 3 square, 9, 4 square, 16. So similar way, if you go for 5, so 5, we are getting 25. So in next iteration, it will come to this key value pair. So and column name is ID underscore plus underscore 10. So that is this one. So here what you're doing, call ID and adding 10. In existing column, this one, ID column, so here adding value of 10. So 1 plus 10, that is 11. 2 plus 10, 12. 3 plus 10, 13. 4 plus 10, 14. 5 plus 10, 15. Okay, so once this completes, next it will come to next key value pair, that is this one, constant underscore value, that is flit 50. So this is constant value. Since I given direct value lit 50, so it will add constant value here. Next, our final key value pair is this one. So this is my column name underscore length, and what it has expression is length of call name. Now, if you see here, this name, for each value, it will calculate the length. So here, what is the length? Since we have 4 characters, 4. And here 5 is there, 5. And here Rajesh, here it is 6. And Priya, it is 5. And similar way, Mohan, 5. Okay, so like this, you can use it. So next we'll go for other scenario. So add columns from your dictionary of different data types. So here I defined one now dictionary. So here I have 2 key value pairs. So on top of that, what I'm doing, df underscore dict expression, df underscore dict expression. So that means this data frame I'm using here. This final data frame I'm using here. That variable I'm defining as df underscore d types. So now for call comma value in call underscore dict dot items. So this for loop iterates this dictionary one by one. So first it will come to this key value pair, and here column name is underscore valid. So here it will come is underscore valid, and lit value is true. Value is true here. Lit true. So now what will happen? It will add one new column, that is valid. See here, this is valid, and since lit true, so it will add all true values here. So next it will come to this iteration. So here new column is score. See here, that is column name is score, and this 95.5, it will come here value. So lit 95.5. See here this. So now 2 new columns got added here, and since I mentioned display final data frame, I displayed here, and I used print schema also. So if I give print schema, it will display like this. So either you can check here or you can check data types here by expanding this one. And you can check your new columns data types here. Since it is true, so it giving us Boolean, and since we have decimal here, it giving double. Next will come for other scenario. So adding multiple new columns from your dictionary. So here I have one more new dictionary. In this I have two key value pairs. That means I want to add two new columns, city and country. So here what I'm doing with column, and instead of for loop, here I'm doing, you can say list comprehension. Here, if you see what I given is column name. So initially I given key value pair. So column name, this is key, and value is lit value. And for call name comma value in new calls underscore dictionary dot items. So that means from this, first it will pick this key value pair, and here call name. So call name is this city, so that it comes here, city, and value. So value is New York. So city lit of New York. So that means this new column will get added here. See here, city got added. And what is this lit value? Lit value means New York. So it added New York. Next, it will come to this key value pair, and here column is country and lit of ESA. So country and ESA it will generate. Okay, so this is one more method to generate. So here I avoided for loop. Instead of for loop, I mentioned like this. Okay, so next we'll go for other method using select and dictionary unpacking in single shot. So here I'm using list comprehension, and on top of that I given star. So instead of mentioning multiple times, I given star. So here what I given list comprehension. So list comprehension, what will happen? So here also it will follow same method, but what is the difference here is, so here I given key value. So column name lit value. But if you see here, first is lit of V. So here what is V? This one, that is value, and dot alias K. K is this one, that is column name. So in this call underscore dict dot items. So call underscore dict. So call underscore dict where it is mentioned. If you go little above in previous scenario, I mentioned call underscore dict, this one, two columns, is valid and score. So what will happen? So first lit value. So value is, I'll take a screenshot of this. Yeah. So it will first will come to first key value pair. So first what is there? Lit V. V means value. So that is true. So lit true dot alias K. K means is valid. Okay, so what will happen? It will add is valid column, and since lit V is there, it will add constant value of true. So similar way, it will go for one more iteration, and it will select second one. So here lit v 95.5 lit of 95.5 dot alias k. K means score. So that means it will add one more new column score, and it will add this constant values. So this is, you can check the explanation here. So here I mentioned detailed. So same expression I mentioned here, whatever I written here, this list comprehension. So if you see the explanation, first what it does is it will loop through each key value pair in the dictionary call underscore dictionary. So that means this one. So each key value pair. So in this first key value pair, second key value pair. So first it will go for this key value pair, each key value. Then what it does is f dot lit v. Lit v means value is this one true. So creates a literal column constant value for every row. Dot alias k. That means names that new column with the dictionary key. So dictionary key is this one, is underscore valid. Okay, and if you see here, call underscore dictionary. So same thing I mentioned, no? So here. So we have call underscore dictionary. And if you take this condition here, what will happen? F dot lit in this, if you take first key value pair, lit value is what is that? True. Lit true dot alias k. K means column name is underscore valid. Since I given star here, so it will consider for both. So not only star, since we mentioned for loop now, so it will iterate second one. So f dot lit value is this one, 95.5, and dot alias column name is score. That is this one, score. So these two columns here, it is expanded here based on list comprehension. Next, what will happen? So suppose I have dictionary like this, country, India, status, active. So similar way it will expand. So lit value, India, lit of India, alias K, column name is country. So similar way lit value is active dot alias column name is status. That is this one. So since we given star before the list, what it does is it unpacks the list so that each element is passed as a separate argument to select. And whatever it is mentioned star, so whatever it is mentioned star, this is equivalent to, that is equivalent to this code. So select star and this one. This is for first column. This is for second column. Okay, so you can either you can mention star list comprehension, or you can unpack this like this. Okay, so like this, we covered different scenarios, how to create new columns by using dictionary key values. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.